That's true. Naked Palpatine.
Oh, you pick that one. Fresh out of the clone tank, nude Palpatine is my
Well, that's the first thing I think of when you say Dark Empire Palpatine.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Discworld, Book 5, Sourcery by Terry Pratchett. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, probably the weakest book so far. That being said, I do appreciate a lot of stuff in this book. I think overall the Rincewind books have been my least favorite. However, these for some reason really popular characters who keep getting books with them, which is fine. But in this story, we kind of deal with a lot. We kind of make fun of the Messiah trope by having a new character be a Messiah, but it's actually evil, or seemingly evil, I should say. And we get somebody who is a coward, who is lazy, who does not wish to get involved, who must be the hero of the tale, Rincewind. And so we have this book. By and large, it is weirdly a large story, kind of like world ending, but I don't feel it justifies that, and it just, I don't know. There's a lot about this that works, and there's a lot about it that I don't think does. But nothing I can particularly put my finger on to explain to you exactly why. I think Rincewind himself is a hard pull by himself. We do have, in the first book, we learned about, and maybe the second book too, we had Cohen, the barbarian, the old man, who was formerly in his glory, you know. I think a Karsa Orlong or Conan the Barbarian, as is obviously the parallel there. Or any of your favorite sort of barbarian trope. But he's old and senile now, so like he's singing. But he has a daughter, and so she's a big character in this book. And I do rather like the villain, who's not really a villain, but it's fun. And Death does make another appearance. There seems like he's made at least one appearance in every book except for Equal Rights so far, so that's interesting. But by and large, it's fine. It's a weaker book though overall. But would I recommend it? If you like the first two Discworld books, then yes. If you read those and you weren't a big fan, maybe skip. Maybe skip. There are a few moments I appreciate when it comes to Rincewind and stuff, but by and large, it's just, it's not a bad book. It's just, I just think it's a lot weaker than everything else we've had so far. So, that's pretty much it though. Kind of vague on the plot, but Rincewind and Cohen's daughter and another person I'm forgetting right now. Yeah, to go and save the day from this new person. But we basically begin with a wizard cheating Death by putting his essence into the staff of his son. Because he basically, says to Death, something about, you can't do anything to my kid so long as he has the staff, But then he puts himself into it, so. And the staff can talk to him. But that's basically the overall premise. Coin is the name of the villain. He's a child from the beginning, with his father stuck in this staff. Konina is what her name is for the Conan the Barbarian's daughter, or Cohen the Barbarian's daughter. Sorry. Also, something we learn that's not really a spoiler is that, so the difference between sorcery and a wizard is that a wizard accesses their power from the greater universe, right? But a sorcerer can channel all that energy, all that power from within themselves. They don't even have to go outward for it, which makes them extremely powerful and dangerous. But by and large, that's it. I only have one really big spoiler, so if you don't want that, go ahead and bail. But what I did appreciate at the end of this story is Rincewind, who is a major coward and doesn't want to get involved because he likes his life and he doesn't want to die, which is understandable. And, you know, he ultimately saves the day, not because he's a super powerful wizard, because he kind of sucks as a wizard, as is made abundantly clear over and over again, but he appeals to this kid and talks to him. And, you know, the moment he sees like a sign of abuse between this father and his son, like he's willing to put himself in harm's way. He says he's not, but he can do it when the going gets rough. He can do it, especially when it comes to other people in harm that he cares about, I should say. So he certainly prefers to stay out of it, but you know, that was a super stressful situation. And in super stressful situations, you see the truth of people's character. So I appreciated that. But by and large, like I said, story's fine. Nothing to write home about. But if you're a completionist, you should read it. And if you like the first two books, then I would check this one out. Otherwise, there are better Discworld books out there. But anyway, yeah, I mean, the world is coming to an end in this book, but you know it's not going to, so that all gets resolved. But it was fine. But ultimately, you know, like Coin is not like a bad guy. It's mostly his father. So I thought that was cool. Anyway, I'm sorry I have so much vague thoughts in this book. I wasn't particularly super fond of it, so I don't have too much to add about it. But it wasn't horrible or anything. So anyway, I don't know what the next one in the Discworld series is, and I don't know when I'll be talking about Discworld again, but I look forward to it whenever it is, because I know it's only kind of up from here. So until then, live long and prosper.